Hello, welcome to the stream. I'm Duke Skyloafer. We're still stuck on the planet known as Triton. It is still freezing cold here. Excuse me, but the weather is clear. So we've got that going for us. Alright, couple of things we need to do today. I had a thought, before I talk about the actual things we're going to do today. I had a thought about the weapon choices that we picked last time. And I think... So we were looking at Tellian anti-missile turrets, these CIWS heavy defense turrets, Tellian anti-fighter turrets. What I did not look into was what the ammo for those need. And so we may want to do some very simple bullet-based weaponry until I get to space and can get some other stuff. Because... So these need 40 millimeter Wolfram slugs, and sorry, I'm just realizing I didn't check my volume levels. That should be good. Those need Wolfram slugs. The anti-missile turrets need the 20 by 102 millimeter NATO belts, which that one's probably okay. We should be good with those. Heavy defense turrets need the high energy shell stacks. What was the other one that I said? The CIWS? So that was this? No. Which one was that? Here it is. These need... No, it's a missile turret. Where's the CIWS? This one? This one. 40 millimeter rounds. That one's actually is probably okay. Oh, dedicated to anti-missile. That... They say that, but... I feel like shooting a ton of bullets at another ship is also good. But anyway, let's look at... Looking for any sort of a terminal that I haven't built over yet. Okay. Destroyer missiles. Oh, not everything is categorized correctly, it would seem. Yeah, okay, hang on. Alright, so some of these just fall under components. So we have the high energy requires... Okay, we can build these. The 240 mils, those work. Where's the Wolframs? What do those even look like? Okay, the 20 by 102s, those work. And then the Wolframs, those also work. Okay. So I think we're actually good. Were there any others? Flak shells. Actually, those are okay. Yeah, I guess most of these are okay. It's these take uranium and platinum, which we don't. Yeah, okay, so we're actually good. We can't do the missiles, which I think we knew, the destroyer missiles, because those take a little bit of everything. And we don't have a little bit of everything. Alright, so the main thing we need to do first, before we do anything else, is we need gold. We need gold. Oh, also, I remember I mused that I might weld these things up off stream. That didn't happen. Who's got time for that? So, we're going to hop into the mining ship and we're going to go try and get a bunch of gold on our own. Over by this way. Because we're just getting so little from the mining on its own, because it's such a small strip. So we're just going to take the miner in. Actually, this thing is terrible. I'm going to use my actual suit headlights. There we go. This thing has terrible lighting on it. Should try to add some lighting. Ow. Okay, here we go. So I think we might have just been... I'm hoping that we were just a little bit off from... Because it seemed like we just kind of missed it. So I'm hoping there's actually more gold here. But no, it does just seem like it's a pretty thin strip. But that's okay. We'll mine what we can. A couple of loads and we'll be good to go. When it's a really, really thin vein like this, then it's a lot easier to just mine it by hand. And then we gotta dump out more of the stone. Luckily there is a big hole here that the stone can go into. It's just gonna take a while. Please tell me that's not all the gold we got. Okay, good. Oh, that's not a lot of gold. A full miner doesn't hold a lot, so. There we go. Just trying to give myself more room here. So yeah, so we might be doing this for a while. And then we will get back to working on the ship while this, I'm sure, very quickly refines. Might be worth putting more, honestly, putting more ejection system in would really help the operation of this whole thing in general, because the faster it can eject things, the faster it can get back to mining. So even when it's just doing its normal automated mining, it'll go faster. So might be worth adding some more. I could probably fit 2 more on each side, doubling its ability to eject. So yeah, I haven't actually done manual mining in this series very much since we built this miner pretty much from the get-go. We have enough materials. We could build a larger miner now, but I don't really want to spend the time doing it. Especially since we are going to end up spending time before we take off in this ship, in the big ship. We're going to spend a little time building a atmospheric miner that can be radio controlled. Now, it's possible that I could retrofit this one to be, I said atmospheric, I meant space. It's possible I could retrofit this one to be a space miner. We'd have to do a little bit because we got these giant downward thrusters on the back here, but have to do a little bit of shifting around, but it's a good possibility we could do that. It's already designed for like remote control, so we just have to make sure that we're good to go with it, because once we go, actually probably a better thing to do is I have a blueprint of this miner that's already in a space form, in an ion form, so I might as well just use that. I also have it in hydrogen form, which we could... Actually, now that I think about it, that's a good point. If it's ions, I won't be able to use it until I have gotten platinum for the first time. So we'd have to get platinum without the miner, and then refine it, make those components, get them installed, and then I can use the mining ship. So it's like almost the point of the mining ship almost goes away if I have to hand mine in order to make the mining ship. So maybe we should make it in a hydrogen form to begin with. How are we doing here? We're almost done. If I move you to the ejector, does that go faster? No, because the ejector is really small. Yeah, I'm really wishing we had built a bigger miner. A major miner, as they say. Alright, I think we are getting to be just about full. We're basically waiting for the third drill to be filled. Oh, never mind. I take that back. I didn't realize there was so much stone in this cargo container. Alright, we're going to wait a little bit longer while this ejects. I got to keep an eye on O2, because I don't think there's a... We don't have a vent in here. So it is, even though there's air all around, it is technically possible for me to suffocate inside of this cockpit. Although it doesn't seem like I'm using O2 at all. Okay, there we go. I wonder if it'd be worthwhile to try finding a different gold deposit somewhere. If I could find a boulder of gold, that would be amazing. I think this is the same reason we didn't get a lot of magnesium for all the time that it spent doing that, is the magnesium was also a very thin vein. But we'll get through this. We'll get this mined up. We're almost full, I think. It's just that we don't get a lot of gold per, you know, square voxel or whatever you want to measure. There's just so little of it in here. So we can clear out a little bit more headroom. This might be a little bit thicker over here. Let's see if we can dig into here. Actually, let me. There we go. Clear out a little bit. So the thing is, I don't want to be mining while it's still trying to eject the stone out the side there, because it will destroy the gold that I'm mining, and then that's just a waste. Well, let's see how we're doing here. We're getting closer. Hey, Rumblestrip. Yeah, we found a very, very, very thin vein of gold. Gold in them thar holes. Where is... I am all turned around now. There it is. Gotta make sure I don't accidentally turn myself upside down. Is this, is it thicker right here? No, it's still a thin vein. How is it going, my friend? You haven't missed much if you just joined. We're just in the hole, manually trying to get some gold. I think on this planet, I don't think there's any mods touching the gold right now. So I think that's just how it is on Triton. that it's in thin bands. Although I don't know if that's everywhere. I was just thinking about if it would be worthwhile to go looking at another ore signal and see, or another gold signal, and see if we could find a thicker spot. And I know I'm pretty sure Triton has boulders, but I don't remember if it would have like gold boulders. Oh man, yeah. Sorry to hear about your cold. Like this weather is like just perfect for that. Where it's like I don't know. I live by Chicago, so it's like it was 70 degrees, and then it was 70, and then it thunderstormed, and we had tornadoes. There was a couple of tornadoes that touched down not too far from me, and then the temperature dropped to 20 degrees, and then it snowed, and now that was over like a 24-hour period, and now it's creeping back up into the 40s. So the weather is not great for your health. I don't know how it is over by you, but I think I'm about ready to take this back to the base and drop it off, because this isn't a tenable situation here with this amount of gold, because I'm going to need way more gold than this, and it's going to take forever to get it. So we're going to have to find another gold source. Let's see if I can figure out how to get out of here. Well, yeah, as long as I'm in here, I might as well come back with a full load. Then we'll maybe do a quick fly around and see if there's something else we could try to dig up. It seems like we're just picking up so much stone and so little gold with each one of these rounds. See, we haven't even... Yeah, okay, well, that's the... Did I have a cargo? Yeah, cargo. Hang on. I was taking it out. I was putting it in the drill. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, so cargo containers are both full. And the drills are kind of full. So... .56 is nice. 56 degrees. Ah! Do not break the mining ship. Do not break the mining ship. Alright, yeah, I think I'm getting tired of mining. We're going to go drop this off and recharge the ship and figure out how to get some gold somewhere else. We can't leave here without gold. That's the thing. We won't survive in space if we don't have gold. Oh, that hurts the eyes. Can I just get this thing to fly me home? I should be able to just do that. Fly home. There we go. Oh, shoot, I broke something. There's a thruster broke. Hit the wall a little too hard. Alright. Let me go head back and get some... Let's see if we can grab some parts to fix that when he comes in. Do a quick check. So, which other, besides that top one there, any other ones look like they're out? You are good. You're good. Good, good, good. Good. Yeah, I think I know exactly when I hit the wall. Okay. That shouldn't be too bad. It's just a couple of parts. There we go. All good. Alright, how much gold did we end up with? 13K? That's not bad. I mean, it's pretty decent. We'll be able to get a decent amount of superconductors out of that. It's probably already making them, or it should be. How many superconductors do I want it to make at a time? I don't think I ever told it. Let's do, like, I don't know, we're going to need so many. Let's do 100. It's just going to be sitting waiting to make them for a while, but we'll be able to make a decent amount with that. More than I thought. Where... Let's see. I'm going to let it sit there and charge for a bit while I go work on the ship. And in a little bit, we'll fly around and see if there's another spot of gold we can find. I read your comment about the hood ornament, and I literally looked back, and I was like, what hood ornament? Oh, no. You got me. Okay, so... most of this is going to get covered over with armor. Ow. Yeah, I think we're just going to keep on welding up these things on the side. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm leaving that one open. Okay, now I'll weld it up. Okay. Why do I need 35 steel plates? What's the think I'm doing here? I should also look into the ice situation. We're basically going to run into a situation near the end here where our main problem is just resource constraints. And we're not going to have enough ice for liftoff, not going to have enough... Did I not get the... Not enough gold to make the stuff, not enough ice to lift off. That's going to be our main issues in the end there. Luckily for us, there is plenty of ice around, and there might even still be plenty of ice in the base. Might just be a matter of making a ton more hydrogen generators and getting them all running at once. Come on, come on. I know, you know, they always tell you to get the big bag, and I forgot to get the big bag. That's the problem. I just bought the little bag. What? Give me my plates. Give me my plates. Interior plates so good you could eat off them. What do you mean I can't withdraw steel plates? There we go. There should be thousands of steel plates. How are we doing We're 18% full, so not bad. How are we doing on ice, though? Yeah, we're going to run out of ice pretty soon because we had nearly 1 million. So that's where we're at here. Oop. Ow. Dampeners. Okay, wall of conveyors is done. Almost done here. At least I can kind of maybe sit on the ground. No, I can't. I thought I could maybe stand on the ground for this. So I was thinking, if we get to a point of not being able to lift off from here, I don't plan on going back to a planet at any point. So I was thinking maybe what I could do is build some atmospheric thrusters on the side that are maybe jettisonable. And
energy flow.
Just to get me up into space, or up high enough where the ship is, or the you know what I mean, so that the hydrogen thrusters are more effective. And then we could just drop them and let them hit the ground. Okay. I don't know where I would put them on this thing, honestly, because we're going to be covering the entire thing with thrusters. I can't imagine, although this thing is going to be pretty heavy, I can't imagine that we're going to be too heavy to lift off. I'm not seeing that. I'm not foreseeing that happening. Thinking I might put some ion thrusters embedded in the sides a little bit here. Alright, what else? Oh, look at this. 2 little things here that I never welded up. There we go. Okay, so what do we want to do? What do we want to do next? I don't really want to... I guess I could weld those things up, but I actually think what I might want to do is construct something. I could put all the thrusters on just to kind of get a sense of where those are going to go. And maybe the weapons as well. I should probably plop the weapons on just so that I could see the layout, because the next step on the ship is going to be covering over the top and the bottom, because you can kind of see through to the bottom. Covering over the top and the bottom to get the outer armor on. And the rest of this is... I do have some open space... No, that's going to be armored in between there. Just give me a sense of where the armor can go, because it's got to kind of slope down for the miner there. But what I'm wondering is, should I think I'm going to throw...
Energy critical.
Oh yeah, I forgot about you. Whoop. Yep. I think I'm going to throw a couple more... We're going to take a quick detour from working on the actual ship. Ooh, that unknown signal's coming down real close. Take a quick detour from that and maybe do something that could get me some more ice very quickly. And then we got to see about whether or not we need more power. You want me to put a toilet in? I could put a toilet in. Let's see, where would a toilet fit? I've just been going in the cryo chamber and letting it get sucked out the back, but I mean, I could put a toilet somewhere. You could probably just put it right, this is like a solid block right there. I could just put it right in the, it should be on the bridge, right? You know? What is this? No, I can't put it there, it would stick out. I think I'll just keep going in the cryo tube. Technically the manual says not to do that, but I'm going to keep doing that. All right, so I think you get more ice from ice as opposed to snow. I'm not, you know. So we got to, I think what I could do is turn my headlights off here. Let's see. So we've got this thing going on here. This lovely bit of engineering going on. We could... Oh. Take two. So we got this lovely bit of engineering going on over here. Ah, there we go. First try. Okay. So what we could do is go off of that, or off of any of these things, really, and build like a mining array that we could just use to kind of scrape the ice for a bit and just get tons and tons of ice in. I'm trying to think of a good way, like what's the best way to do that that isn't going to interfere with the ship too much, you know, the construction of the ship. And now that I know that the footprint of the ship, that's going to be a little bit easier because we could go out from there. So I think I'm going to do that. And how bad is that going? I mean, if it would stop snowing, we could get some solar power back. And at some point, we are going to have to start disassembling the old ship. Especially for the reactor parts. You know what I really need to do for realism, for realism, is when we decorate the bridge here, we are going to need a fish tank, right? I do have a fish tank, right? What's it called? Hold on. What is the fish tank called? It's just like, it's one of these. Bookshelf, entertainment. I don't remember which one it is. Couch, bed. One of these has the fish tank on it. Oh, aquarium. There we go. Yeah, we're going to have to do something over here we have to get an aquarium in here. Like, there he is. There's the aquarium. Might do aquarium and kitchen or something like that. You know, so I can eat and watch the fish. We'll figure something out. The bridge is kind of getting a little bit crowded, but we'll figure it out. Okay. Where are we going here? What was I saying I was doing? Oh, I need to get the miner doing something. Even if we're good on gold for now. Let me do some quick... I want to know, can I... If I go behind this, what's back here? So we've got... I don't think I can go back there. I'm trying to think, what would be the best way if I wanted to improve the ejector system? Yeah, I think I'm just wasting time. I'm bouncing around between too many ideas. We got to get you out mining something. What are you going to be mining? I kind of want you to go back to magnesium. Where was the magnesium? Magnesium was really... Magnesium was rough. Okay. What do I have? Low on cobalt. Oh, I still got 265 ice. Okay, never mind. We're not low on ice. Not yet, at least. Let's see. We're low on silver, but we're going to need a lot more cobalt for what I'm planning to continue doing here. So I think we got to get him on cobalt. So cobalt is over there by the iron. Let's just go out there and get it. We'll go set up a mining job. Okay, cobalt is over that way. I think the hole we have here was for mining. Yeah, it was for iron. So we might get... Okay, settle down. Settle down. That thruster is running. Okay, good. We might get some iron while we... Because the iron and the cobalt look really close to each other. This looks close enough to me. There we go. I almost shut off the thrusters on the ship, which would have been very bad. Alright. Set up a mining job. Show the sensor field range, and let's see. Get pointed right at the cobalt here, roughly. What's our... That should be a good enough angle. It should be able to handle it. That should be okay there. Alright, so I just kind of want to point directly at the cobalt. Go in a little bit. Okay. And the cobalt is about 46. So we want our depth to be at least 46. So I'm just going to poke forward just a little bit more. All right. Here we go. Hopefully we get some... Oh, you know what? Hang on. I need you to stop for just a second. Because I got to remember... Do we want him to bring home the ice and the rock and the stone? Or just go straight for the cobalt? Okay, yeah. Stop that. Please stop that. I think we're going to have him bring everything back. So, this is going to be a long trip to the cobalt, but because he's going to fill up on ice and stone and everything and keep bringing it back, but I think it'll be okay. We're going to need it. That was as far as he got before completely filling up on ice. So it's going to be a long... whoa. It's going to be a long time before he gets down to the ice. And by ice, I mean cobalt, because I'm having a brain fart. I don't see any boulders. I think you would see them if they were around. Well, I'm going to build some more O2 gens. And I'm actually going to build them onto this thing. Oh, look at that. There it is. Let's see. What would look the most ridiculous? We could put it on top of the... refinery. We're going to chew through this ice in no time. Is that 4? That was 4. Oh no. Thought I was closer. There we go. There we go. That will hopefully... I think that should double our... output. Let's see. There's 2 on the Odyssey, then the 4 I just made, and then... Okay, yeah. Yep, that doubled our output, so how are we doing now? Should be moving pretty fast on here. Oh, yeah. Let's see. I should turn all these to stockpile so that they can take ice from the other ones. Tanks. Tanks for nothing. And you can all stockpile from each other. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's a scenario where I would want to tell them all to stockpile. I can't really think of one, so. As long as I'm here, I might rename some things. Even though these are on the old ship, technically. Get out of here, one password. I swear I turn off that little key combo all the time, and then it keeps coming back every time they do an update. Terminal, no. Okay, let's see. I want to call you guys. There's going to be a lot of hydrogen thrusters very shortly. Don't need to see you there. And actually, we could just turn you off. Boy. My gyroscopes. My new ones. Alright. And that should be almost everything. Oh yeah, ion thrusters. These things are actually small thrusters. I don't care if they are warfare or not. Okay, we can just turn them all off. Cool. Ore detector. We want you on the toolbar, but not in the terminal. And we're going to crank you up all the way. Shut you off. Alright, then I think the only thing left is this connector, which I'm going to label as temp. And I think that's it. Okay. Let's put all these other thrusters on, and maybe some weapons, and see what this thing, what the ridiculousness of this thing is going to look like. Let's see. We could do industrial hydrogen thruster. I don't really want to. I've already got it right there. Boop. Boop. Okay, what do I need for you? Steel plate. How many steel plate do I have? 46? That won't be enough. Okay. Is that, hang on. We have 100 superconductors. Nice. Ooh. It just occurred to me that what I should be doing with that gold is finishing these yield modules, because those are going to give me more gold. I'm well aware that I need superconductors for that. Oh boy, I hope we didn't, process all the gold already. Cannot withdraw 18. It's okay. It's okay. Cannot withdraw 14. Oh, it's going to take you a while, isn't it? We did. We processed all the gold already. We did not get much. That's alright. We'll have it for the next one. There goes the egg now. We'll have it for when we figure out... Come on, come on, come on. We'll have it for when we figure out the the next plan for where we're getting gold. Alright, so thruster. I'm not going to say thruster every single time. There's going to be a lot of them. How many do we decide there's per side? There's like 11 in a row, right? So there's 44. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 44 on each side. Which had better be enough. Alright, that's our thruster situation. We could do... I was trying to think of how we could do braking thrust with ions. I wanted to have just a little bit of braking thrust, but we could just spin around, I guess. Use the rear ones if we need to. If we wanted to do them, we could put them in here. Kind of thing, or up here we could put them, but I don't know. I'm thinking maybe we'll just keep the ones in the back for rapid acceleration. Maybe we don't even need them. Maybe we shouldn't even bother with them. I don't know. Because we'll never have enough to run the ship purely off ions, because I don't want to rely too much on the reactor. So we got plenty of hydrogen tanks. So yeah, maybe we just ignore the ions. Maybe we just forget about them, because that. Well, you know what? I'll leave the rear ones just because maybe we'll have to see what the thrust is like, the forward thrust with just 2 of these, because this is a pretty heavy ship. So, okay, you convinced me. I'm not going to weld any of these up yet. That'll be a job for later, but I am going to put in some of these, because these things are going to sit basically like this. Oh, you know what? One thing I wanted to test was, do these things face forward, face the direction that I actually placed them, or not? I don't have any sort of opening. Can I pull through you? Okay. They seem like they do. I just have this vague recollection that one of these weapons actually is backwards from the way you place it. It's like once it's built, it faces the wrong way, but no, it doesn't. So that's good. Okay, so we got our cool-looking ball turret there. I'm not going to weld these all up for now. We'll just place them down so I know what I'm doing. So, there. And then I think we're going to put them... like that. I think that will be good. And then for the rest of these... let's see. I'm thinking, for the sake of simplicity, we don't do the anti-missile turrets. And we stick with the anti-fighter turrets. So, I got to think about how we're going to put these on the bottom, too. I've got some spots for them. Here, Then do we just put the Sea Whiz in the middle? I think I'm going to skip out on the heavy defense turret. I think that's going to be a little too much. Or actually, no. Maybe we should skip out on the Sea Whiz. If this is really more of an anti-missile thing, then let's put the heavy defense.
Energy low.
And then the rest of them will just be anti-fighter. So we'll do like that. And then the rest of these will just be anti-fighter.
Inventory full.
Then the shape of these things is going to help me figure out what the shape of the top of the ship should look like, because we're going to want to mold around to these things. Actually, if that's going to be... If the height of those is going to be there... No, you got to laugh at me. That was a good one. I'm trying to think. If the height of these... where's my weapons at? If the height of the thrusters is there, do I want... I mean, we're going to have the weapons on the side, which I guess is fine. We could have these up higher, but I was thinking this is where the... basically where the... Well, actually... No, maybe I do want them up higher, because I think the... Yeah. Okay. I think we do want them up here. So let's keep that. Let's put back the things that I just took away. I don't know. Well, we could always move them as we decide that things don't fit. Do or do not fit. What do you mean? Did I leave something sitting there? I did. I left a tube sitting on top. Not very good for safety. Similar to flying around at high speeds. Not good for safety. Is he in the hole yet? Where is he at? Oh, he's back at the base. Okay, well, never mind. Okay. We might want to end up... Well, I don't want to move those up too much, because then we still have to deep dive down. Actually, maybe we want to raise this whole thing up. Maybe this should all go up.
Energy critical.
Fine. Now, is he in the hole yet? He is not in the hole yet. Let's see. Maybe we want to move this, because I was thinking we would still cover over all of this, but maybe we want to raise this up a level. I would not be surprised if... I mean, you know, they choose acronyms. They choose the word sometimes to make the acronym happen. I would not be surprised, but... okay, let me get back to my thought here. If we raise this up, because I wanted this part to be down low to, you know, allow the miner to kind of nestle down in. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to take some time here and try and build up. Let me grab some actual building material here. Let's take a few minutes and see if we can kind of piece together what this might look like. So I want, ideally, underneath these would be perfectly flat, because you wouldn't want it like hanging over the edge of anything. Oh, stuck on something. Did something just smash into something? Did you just hear that? Like a bong noise? Not that kind of bong noise, but you know what I mean. Okay, so we'd want that to be a flat platform, and that's really, aside from that and this, well, what we could do is, apparently drill that. We could have... we could do... I am losing track of so many thoughts right now. We could do this. Oh, that's really... that might be okay. So we could do this and have... that actually looks pretty cool. So we could do that in there. I can't really push these forward at all. That's the problem, is they're kind of stuck there because of where the... well, I guess I actually could push them forward. I could push them forward. They could be on top of the... they could be on top of... yeah, okay, we could do that. We could reroute them. They could be on top of the jump drive. That would give me a little bit of extra room back here. I don't think that would look terrible from an armor perspective. Don't judge my techniques. I'm in deep in thought here. There, so we could do that. Yeah, Vic, make sure, there's a limit to the number of sick people we can have on the stream. Just, that's a, a CDC thing, so. I do hope everybody is feeling good out there. Let's see. It might be worthwhile to drop a cargo container here and then leave it uncovered so that I have a access port on the top of the ship, even when the miner is docked. Thinking out loud there. Alright, so... because now we could do... that was a nerd voice crack, if I ever heard one. Now we could... we could do this, which actually looks the best with the... let me get out of the way here. That looks the best with the... oh yeah, let's do that actually. And then let's take this one out and put in... oh, for some reason it's in this group, isn't it? This one here. So that'll kind of match up with that. Then we could throw in a... cargo on top of this thing here. Oh, the namings of the things. Oh, yeah. Let's not do that just yet. Okay, so those are going to be fine there. Do we want... how do we want to go up and over these? This does not all have to match perfectly. It just kind of worked out that it did so far. This could probably go up Well, so the thing was, I wanted the... We're going to have to build the miner to the very, very specific specifications, which is always a good type of specification to go for, to be able to fit right in this spot, which I think is doable. In fact, I kind of want to bring the atmospheric miner over here and see if it would fit right there, because that's basically the size that we'd be going for. Where's he at? He's right there. I'm going to bring him over real quick after he docks up. And we're going to see, because where's his... Alright, his docking port's a little bit forward, but it's mostly centered. Okay. Stop. Get on up. And let's hopefully not burn the ship doing this. So I think we could make a ship smaller than this one, because it's not going to have a cockpit or anything. It's all going to be remote. So let's see. Does it fit? And also, what am I going to burn by doing this? Okay, so that's not bad. It doesn't fit there exactly. Actually, it kind of does. It kind of does. If we move it in just a little bit, if we made it a little bit smaller, we could do it. Yeah, if it was just a little bit shorter. I mean, the thing's basically going to be batteries, cargo, and drills. So, yeah, I think that'll be okay. I think that'll be okay. I might regret that, but let's see. I need you to just continue doing whatever it was you were doing and leave me alone. All right. Cool. Okay, let's get some armor over this. Ooh, that's a good name. Rumble Strip, that's a good name for the miner. Ghost Rider. It's a good name. Good name. Okay. Oh boy. Did I say that the armor didn't have to match up perfectly? Did I say that out loud or not? Because it could match up perfectly. There's nothing saying it can't. Actually, I don't think it can. This is kind of a weird... This is a very weird shape, but it can come close. Transition base. Transition base. Yeah, we could do that. I think we... Just based on the shape, though, I think I want to keep this lower. So let's just keep doing that. And then we'll start to go up from there. Excuse me. I think I've managed to make this thing wider. Gave myself sufficient wide clearance and not sufficient front clearance. Can I move? Yeah, I'm really wondering if it wouldn't be worthwhile to just have this raised up a block and it just kind of rests in between and not bother with having it sunken in, because it kind of leaves the reactor with very little armor on top, and I don't know. I'll think about it. It wouldn't be that hard to raise it up. From the inside, it actually was more of an engineering challenge to get it sunk down. So raising it up would be fairly easy. It would give me more space inside. But let's leave it like it is for now. Let's do... let's just kind of mirror what we did on the other side. do that, and then... Do we need that to go up so quick? Or because if I could make this thing a little bigger. I mean, I'm basically saying how big the miner can be, which is not a terrible idea to just give myself that restriction, but we could also just use plating for a bit to keep this from having to rise up so quickly. I wonder if I have enough reactor components for this yet. What did we need? Silver? Oh, silver, probably. Maybe he wants to go get me some silver. Maybe I should make a second one. Okay. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Is this what I said I was doing on the stream today? I've gotten completely sidetracked from everything. I know we said we were going to get gold at some point, but... Cobalt. We need the cobalt. Because that... If we run out of cobalt, we're kind of slightly more up the river. Are we getting cobalt yet? No. Maybe I should tell it to start actually getting the cobalt and stop bringing the stone back. Next time he comes back, I'm going to tell him to... he should be back actually coming pretty soon because it takes him... It doesn't take him long to fill up on stone. Actually, I could just tell him to come back. Alright. While he's doing that, I'm going to take a sip of water. Alright, the only reason I'm telling him to come back is because I need to turn on his ejectors. And I didn't want to do that while he was in there, because then he gets kind of weird about it. It's almost sundown here. Seems kind of bright for almost sundown. Alright, so I think what I need to do first is actually turn the ejectors on and then tell it ejection is on at the drop position for stone and ice. Oh, you know what? Actually, that's not a bad idea. I could just tell it to drop... Just drop stone, and if you have ice, bring the ice home. That's actually a really good idea. Toggle the sorters. Unload ice. We do want... Oh, what does that mean? I'm trying to remember, because some of them can carry ice if they're hydrogen-powered. I think this should be fine. Unload ice. Actually, I don't remember. Either way, we're going to just tell you to do your thing. Go get me the cobalt and ice. He's probably going to fill up on ice as he grazes it every time. Oh, man, this thing has a hitbox. Okay, should we make it morning so the sun comes back up and I get more power? I think we still technically have a little bit of sunlight hitting that solar panel, I think. I don't know. Give me 1 second, I'm going to hop in the cryo chamber. Boom. Now I'm going to hop out and we're going to watch the nighttime go by. There we go. That was fun. I like that mod. Alright, but boo boy. Here we go. I think this part here is just going to end up being... although we could do some shapes if we wanted to. For fun. I don't know that we really want to. So for now I'm just going to fill this in. And I don't want this thing to look too flat, but I want to kind of have some mount points on it, because we could do some cool stuff with like neon light strips, you know, make it look really cool. Sometimes it's better to just lay it all out flat with blocks, at least for me. Lay it out flat with blocks and then go back and take some out and replace them with differently shaped blocks to kind of make it a little more interesting. Because even though technically I'm lore-wise, I'm trying to get off this planet as quickly as possible, because you never know when the bad guys that are not currently in the game, for real life, but totally are, you know, lore-wise, they might come back at any moment. But I'm still going to spend time greebling, because that's how I roll. So, I think we need to figure out, to go from here to there, technically, this here is like the edge of the real ship, the ship proper. This is this plus these things are the actual engine pod kind of thing, so we kind of want to curve around, but then this thing is also kind of curving around, so they're going to kind of meet in the middle. So I think we're going to end up with, I'm going to test a theory. If we did that, and then we did, how did I make this thing look cool? Do I have any armor that's still left? Oh, that's what we did. Okay, so we did like... Can I do that? Yeah, I don't think we have the... Yeah, okay, so what we did last time was... Because we had to curve around, and there was no top row there, because the top ones were over here. Which, I guess technically there's no reason we couldn't do that here. We could move all of this and have that be like a row in the middle here, instead of having to be on the top of the pod here. It would make the ship look a little shorter. Ooh, that might be a good idea. That might be a really good idea. Should we undo a significant part of what I have already done? Because it would be very easy to get them right in this row. We have all the conveyors here. Now I'm really thinking about this. Then we could almost do the exact same pod structure as the old ship. Which it's barely recognizable at this point because I've cannibalized so much of it. That's going to be a significant amount of time, but it would definitely look better. So I could put in the new ones and leave the old ones there for a bit. And then we'll just go through and take them off. Okay. That's what we're doing. Let me just take these off. Not you. Yep. Alley-oop. Yeah, I like where this is going. And we could move these Tellians out to here if we wanted. Not like completely fill it up with them, but we could get rid of these towers and put a couple on the top here. Almost the same way that we have 3 on the side. We could do 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom. I like that a lot. Okay. Tellian towers are gone. We could reuse these connectors for the thrusters. We could inset the thrusters into the hull. Oh, I'm full. Stand by. That's why I put this cargo container here. Okay, I like where this is going. I like where my head's at here. Let's see. If I wanted to have the thrusters be... This whole thing is just going to be wall of armored conveyor if I do what I think I'm going to do. Because I would want the thrusters to be even with the... Fog, great. I want the thrusters to be even with this, which would mean they'd have to be on this. And I wish there was like a thruster that had a... I wish I had a thruster that was in a block where they could like provide fuel to the thruster next to them instead of having to sit on top of a bunch of blocks. Because I'm basically going to have to put a... Yeah, I've got this row of blocks here getting fuel to and from the tanks. And then I'm going to have to put another row of blocks on the top and the bottom in order to get the... It is what it is. Wall of conveyors. We'll just keep the number of connections like a reasonable amount of redundancy is what I'm going to say. So we're just going to have 2 of those. And then down on the bottom here we'll do the same thing. I need to put you somewhere, don't I? Oh, where can I put you? There we go. Not lost. It's all part of the process. It's all part of the process. Now I realize that I have almost no hydrogen left. And I need some interior plate and some steel plate. Alright. I'm all turned around here. Hang on a second. Oh. Turned off my thrusters, and I was standing on my head for a second. Let's see. I didn't take you out. Wait, was that the right? Oh. No, I do need to take that one out, but that's where a gun is going to go. I'm going to have to... That is a different thing. There we go. All right, now I gotta mimic that weird piping structure. Because it's gonna have to be corner. Actually, this won't be too bad. It's mostly just gonna be T-junctions. Not bad. Just three layers of conveyor block. Wait, what do you mean? Hold on, wait. How many... I had how many conveyor block or interior plate on me and it wouldn't let me put it down? Alright, that's one side. You know what we could just do is potentially, like, I need a hole. There we go. Okay. Should be able to just grind these off and then use them to build the next one. This won't take that long. It's easier to grind them down and move them over than it is to, like, fly over and get them. Was one of these supposed to be a junction?
Energy flow.
I think I might have goofed up this top row. Yeah, right there. This one is supposed to be a junction. Wait, or is it? Wait a minute, what are you? Straight, conveyor, straight. Oh. Yeah, that one's supposed to be a junction. And then probably this one with the yellow on the top. There we go. That makes sense. I was wondering why I was not being asked to make any junctions. Because junctions take more parts.
Inventory full.
Okay. All right. I am a little nervous that this isn't actually going to look good, but I guess we will find out. Actually, I think it's going to look good. There's a possibility that it's going to look good.
Energy critical.
That could be a problem if I run out of energy while I'm flying around. Oh, that's a problem. That's a real problem. Alright, so, yeah, we do have a slight problem. We don't have enough power. Probably because I've been running all these extra O2 gens. How's the batteries doing over here? Yeah, they're, those ones are off. But, oh, no, yeah, discharge. Okay, yeah, the batteries are dead. We need that. Okay, the fog is actually clearing up, which is good. But yeah, that means we are using up all of our power, so we're gonna have to shut some of these off. How much are these using? How much did that say? They're each using a kilowatt. Is it not doing anything? Are we out of ice? Oh, it doesn't matter. We're out of ice anyway. So, might as well just leave them on. I don't think they're doing anything. Max required current 1 kilowatt. Yeah. So, I mean, they are technically using power, but a measly amount. So, it is mostly probably assemblers and stuff, and the fact that the fog reduces all types of power input, so it's coming back. We should be good. What I really could use is actually like a snowstorm, because it'll spin those turbines pretty quick. Let me take a drink of water again. If you're enjoying the video so far, please consider throwing a like on the video so that the algorithm knows that this is something worth recommending to other people. And if you didn't like it, I appreciate you hanging out anyway. I don't know why you're here, but I appreciate that you are. Okay, did I finish the other side or no? I think I was on the bottom, right? Yeah, okay. Whoops. Construction components. Okay, hang on. There you
go. Inventory full.
There goes my construction components. We did remember to put a junction here, right? Yeah, we did. Okay. You almost got me that time. You almost got me. Okay, that didn't exactly work out. That's okay. Okay. That's good there. This is going pretty quick. Alright, so we got our 2 junctions there. And it looks like I got the 2 junctions on the bottom, so that's good. Alright, let's get the T's. Such a tease. How do I have this much steel plate on me? Yeah, that would be how. This is actually interior plate. Why is my junction... Why are the junctions where they are? It just occurred to me that the junctions are only where they are because of where I wanted to put the weapons. It would really make more sense if there were junctions at each where it connects to the hydrogen. But whatever, doesn't matter.
Inventory full.
I should check and see if we actually have been getting any cobalt yet. It's been going a long time to not get any cobalt. so close. It's those junctions in between that get you. Where did I leave one of those? There we go. Alright, last row. Here we go. I missed a corner.
Energy low.
Oh.
Inventory full.
Well, that's okay. Oh, I guess I missed all the end pieces here. Next thing it's going to tell me my energy is critical. And I'll tell you what, it is. It's very important. Alright, let's go get some energy. And then we'll plop down 44 thrusters and call it a day. But not really. We still got like an hour left. Oh, I've noticed I'm not getting any hydrogen through here anymore, which means we have probably run out of ice. Alright, who wants to run out and get some ice? Do I have any... Okay, the bottles... Here's a question. If I give you... Oh. I'm not out of thing. There we go. If I give you this and take one of those, do you fill it? Are you able to fill it out of the tanks? Looks like... No, because it's trying to fill it in the O2 gens. Oh, but then it moved it to the tank, and then it's okay. Alright, they can... Yeah, there we go. So then I moved it to the hydrogen tank and was able to fill it from there. Okay. That's cool. Izzy's good for that kind of thing. Alright, let's get a bunch of thrusters out again. Probably could have, if I really wanted to, replaced that middle row with all junctions and inset these down. But the way the armor is going to go, I think this is going to look okay. This is kind of where I wanted it to sit anyway. I think at this point saying, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done everything I just did, probably not going to fly. Just like this ship. Ow. Alright, cool. So if we said Tellians, which way is the front? That's the front. So if we said Tellians, just like right on here, which I realize is probably attracting fire toward the hydrogen tanks. If we just did this, then I could kind of build around that. We don't... Did I not have enough? I don't have more... I don't have more spots on the bottom for Tellians? Where's the... Oh, no, I don't. Yeah, because those were those things. Okay, well, I think I'm just going to put more Tellians on the bottom instead of... Like, the heavy assault cannons will be on the top. And the Tellians will be... We'll just have 2 more on the bottom here. Like this, plus the... So if we're getting into a fight with a larger ship, we need to point the top of the ship at them. I think that's a decent amount of... That's a decent amount of firepower for a ship whose primary goal is to run away, I'd say. Alright, so now we're no longer... They're not going to be, like... I was thinking originally kind of like circular pods, but now they're just going to be half-circle extensions of the ship, which is fine, which is good. So I think how this is going to look is, first off, I need to dump what I got and get some. See, here's the thing. These weapons have a hitbox that is the full size of their... Like, I'm hitting the hitbox right now, even though it feels like I should be able to get around it. There we go. So that'll be kind of fun when I'm spacewalking outside the ship. Because I have to walk in between them, I have to very carefully thread the needle here. Otherwise I just, like, hit the corner of one of them and I can't go forward. So, you know what this thing doesn't have? Is a remote control. Wait, does this thing need... Does the big ship need a remote control? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It does need an antenna. That's something I still haven't figured out where to put, but I think it's just going to kind of hang off the bottom. Or maybe I'll put it right in the middle and just have it stick straight up for fun. For fun and profit. Okay, so... What if... What if I didn't actually grab any steel plate? Because I spent all my time complaining about the guns. Okay. What if we did... Ooh, how do we go... What is that? Do I have a thing that goes from that to that? Oh, hang on. Okay, put that there. Yoit. Is there a shape that goes from that to that? I feel like there might be. Oh, but no. That seems like an odd one. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a... I would be surprised. So... That's... not it. Nope. Nope. Okay. So I think the closest thing is going to be light armor transition base. I think that's... Oh, that's a terrible... That's terrible. Actually, is there something closer in here like that? Well, what we could do is go up to that shape, and then just for this first one, take that, and then, let's see. Wait a minute, what are you? Did I look at you? Yeah, I did. Okay. Uh-huh. Why are you dumping rocks all over the base again? Anyway. Which one is the one? Here we go, this guy. Do that, and then we can do these all along here. And then I don't know what's going to happen on the back. We'll have to. That'll be a question for another time. We'll have to figure out how the back shapes out here. I'm mostly concerned with just getting this part done today. Oh boy. Is there any way... We don't have the ability to... I was trying to think if there would be a way to go out to these... Yeah, I don't think so. Because that... Well... No. No, because that's... I was thinking maybe we could figure out a way where we could come out and, like, walk through here, but we would have to... Because the walkway is at this level. So we would have to have some stairs that go up and down to get out to here, to be able to walk through here, and which might not be the worst idea to be able to get access to this area, but what would we really... I mean, we'd be repairing the... Well, we'd be able to get access to the thruster conveyors. So if a thruster is damaged, if a thruster conveyor gets damaged, I'd be able to walk under here. I think the only place I could do it, though, would be way in the back, and there's no way... I would have to push the reactor back one more again, and I don't want to do that. So, yeah, I don't think there would be a good way to... it might have worked if I had pushed this up one block, but I don't think there's going to be a... There's no other... let's see. That's the connector for that. It might actually work right there if we could change how this was connected, but I don't... Excuse me. The only other way we could do that is to go out from here and under. Let me go through here from the inside and see what we're dealing with. So we'd be looking at taking out this cargo container and then those things, and then putting like a set of stairs there instead. That would go up. How would you go down, though, to go to the under one? I don't see a good way to do both. And actually, we need that... Do we need that cargo there? I think we need that cargo there, because that's how it connects out to that row. So we can't... Without pushing the reactor back, I don't see a good way to... Yeah. Without pushing the reactor back, I don't see a good way to go, because we'd have to go through the refineries and everything, and... Yeah. Alright. It might be a good idea to have a way to exit out the back of the ship. If I really needed to, like, hurry up and get back into the ship to be able to come in through the back, but... It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Yeah. Pipe dream. Maybe I'll leave a, I guess I could leave, like, an open space. Maybe we could build a door in the top and bottom where I could just drop down into this area from the outside. That could work. That could be good. That could be good. Why don't we do that? Why don't we do it right here, right above this connection? We will put a... Do I have a door? We will put a door facing like this. I'll do the same thing over here, and then we'll just make it kind of look nice. We'll do the same thing on the bottom. It'll just be like a little hatch in case I need to get back there and fix stuff. That's an ore detector. Okay. So to make that look good, let me finish putting in half slopes for the rest of this. Actually, just these two, because after that we're using... No, it's not even those two, is it? No, it's not. It is... Yeah, almost. There we go. What did I do? I used you here, like that. We'll fit something in there. And this guy. No, this guy, like that. And then that's actually the block that I need to... no, let's not do that one. Let's do this one instead. Just to kind of break it up from the rest. I am so going to run out of iron doing this. Alright. So that's not bad. And we'll do the same thing on the bottom in case I need to go up from the bottom. But then I could just drop down in here. We could put some catwalks in here or something. Or... Actually, do we have a good scaffolding block now? I could always do, like, interior... We got this thing, right? The scaffolding block. How does that actually look? Do it like that, and then it would almost... It would almost look like a thing you could walk on. I need something that's a full block, so I could walk on it from both sides. Actually, now that I think about it, is that actually true? Should I put a grav gen on this thing? I think I probably want a grav gen on this vehicle here. And then you wouldn't actually be walking... If you went in the bottom, you would not be walking on the... this block. You'd be walking on the outer hull. Like the inside of the outer hull. So maybe I do want like a... yeah. I'm also going to need access to cargo if I'm back here walking around. Which could mean that we may want to replace some of these junctions, one of these junctions, with a cargo container. And... Although, I will say, it will be a bit of a stretch if, like, if I'm back here repairing something, and I have to go out and over and around and down and through and in. Like, it would be nice to just run through the ship. But it is what it is. Who knows if I'll ever...
Energy
In fact,
flow.
I'm not even going to worry about building out the inside of that as anything. I'm just going to put the doors there and then leave it alone. And then if we need to... If we find a situation where we need to be in there doing repairs, we'll just go do repairs. We'll build it out as we go. It'll be like an unfinished basement. Are you dropping rocks again? Why would he be doing that? He would be doing that if his battery was dying. Are we getting the cobalt yet? This is important. This is important. Yes, we are. Good. Oh, and some iron. And some nickel. Oh, we actually hit a good spot. Okay, cool. Tons of cobalt. And a bit of iron and nickel. Okay. I don't really care if you're dropping a bunch of ice then. Oh, but the fog. The fog is going to kill the power again. Well, and with the refineries running again, this is going to be a rough one. Alright, yeah, you could already hear the ship. You hear that? Look at that. Power's flickering. We need to cut down on power usage. So let's turn off the refineries, unfortunately. Let's just turn off Yeah, let's turn all the refineries off for now. But the assemblers aren't doing anything. This thing's not dying. Okay, so now that he got up to fly away, his batteries aren't recharging, so that should help us a little bit. I was worried about this, that our little power situation would eventually come back to bite us. And the batteries on the ship aren't even... The batteries on the ship itself are off because I was afraid of pulling too much power from the base. Alright, we're going to leave the refineries off. We're going to let the ore build up for a bit and let the batteries build up power. And, well, you know, actually, we got all this ice. We could throw on a bunch of hydrogen generators. They're going to be competing with the hydrogen tanks, but we could shut them off for a little bit. Run some hydrogen tanks. Okay, what time is it? All right, here's the plan for the rest of the day. Forget the hull. We're going to build some sort of a mining arm that could get us just a ton of ice quickly. And we're going to get some hydrogen generators going, because they can put out a decent amount of power. And we got enough hydrogen here that we could... oh, man. Why does he keep dropping... Why... I guess as soon as he fills up... Yeah, I'm not sure what's causing him to not... to be coming back with that much stone. But it doesn't matter. Okay, I got to think about where we're going to connect on. I want to do it on the ice, because we'll get more ice per ice if we mine the ice, as opposed to the snow, if that all makes sense. And I think we got to connect it off the ship, because it's the only thing level with the ground that has a connection. So we're going to build off the ship. We'll just build off of one of these right here. That's not in use. So what do I have on me? And what I need is interior plate. Where can I get a bunch of interior plate? Oh, God. These cannons are going to kill me. Oh, even with that, we're running low on power. Alright. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to build the generators first. Let them power off of the hydrogen that we've built up inside the ship. And then we can use those to charge up the batteries a bit, and honestly, we could just kind of run off of them for a while. And there's plenty of hydrogen in the ship. There's plenty of ice. We'll be able to replenish it. But we need to be able to keep on working here. So, again, we need a place to stick on a whole bunch of hydrogen generators. And, again, I'm thinking that they're going to go... Let's see, each one of these is 500 kilowatt, right? No, each one of these is 5 megawatt. I don't really need that many of them, then, do I? Let's see. We could put one... We could hang them off the side, off the front here. Or off the back. Let's hang them off the back. 10 megawatt at full power ought to be good. We're just going to do that. Oh, the ship is getting a little wobbly. That's great. if we had a very solid supply of ice, we could actually run the base purely off of ice. And if I can get a good mining arm going, then we would have a solid supply of ice. So, all right, assuming this is actually filling up and not just making the noise like it's running. Yeah, it's actually just... Yeah, it has nothing in it. Oh, that one is filling up. Okay. Somewhere I must have... Yeah, we don't have any ice. I must have a tank that's not on stockpile. Okay, yeah, your stockpile is off. And, oh, that's the oxygen tank. There we go. Okay. So the two hydrogen tanks that are on the Iliad are currently filling the... no, they're not. Where are these coming from? You guys are on stockpile, so you're not getting it. You're not letting it out. It should be these two, but I don't see this number decreasing at all. Oh, because you're not on. Ah, shoot. That was a bad idea. These are just going to go fill up the other ones. Okay. You know what? These ones, I'm going to turn stockpile off. And these ones, yeah, off. Just keep those off now so they won't fill up. All right. These are gonna run for a while. We'll be able to get the batteries charged up. Yeah, and then I might just turn the batteries off once they're fully charged. We'll see. All right, I got to build a mining arm and just get us a ton of ice so that we can replenish those, keep those engines going. All right, how crazy do I want to get with this here? I want to kind of go down away from the ship a little bit and then back up. So is this in the ground? This is partially in the ground. Let me do a junction here just so that it's a solid block in the ground or near the ground. Yeah, you know, let's not. No, actually, let's do that. I want to have something in the ground so that if I need to temporarily disconnect it from the ship above it, then it's not going to be this whole thing isn't going to just topple over or something like that. And that should be in the ground. At least I think it should be. All right. Let's see. Let's go maybe out this far. I don't know how deep the ice is, but I could figure it out, couldn't I? Alright, so not that deep. One piston would get me all the way down through the ice into the rock. So. So, yeah, we'll just do one piston. And you know what? I'm gonna see if I can make this a thing as well. That should be... I'm pretty sure that is intersecting with the ground. It looks like it is. Now this is the fun part. How many pistons out do we feel comfortable going? I think not more than 2. I think 2 is the max that I'd be willing to extend this. So let's see. What sort of weird shapes does this mod give me? Yeah, I think we're just going to end up with like junction, and then we don't need to be armored for this, so let's do these. 5 drills? 7 drills? Let's do 7 drills. I think that'll be good. I don't know how much ice that's going to be, but that should be a very decent amount, I would say. Oh, maybe I should have put a cargo container down here instead. To try not to fly all the way back for stuff. That would have been a good idea. Would have been smart. Well, it is what it is. Let's go find some stuff. Oh, jeez. Is that going to go down into the ground enough? Downward? Ooh, actually, I don't know. Maybe I want to drop that, have another... Yeah. Yeah, hang on a second here, because if there is a drill... There's a drill on the end of this. Then we're talking... A drill is like the same height as the piston itself. So right now, these drills are going to be right there. So this is not going to work. I would need to drop... Okay, yeah, this will work. This will work the way I've got this. I just need to adjust the way the front is. Let me get this part welded up, the part that actually is correct. Ah! Jesus, weapons are seriously gonna kill me and not in the correct way.
Energy flow. I'm thinking back to ships I've built on stream, and I think this is going to end up being the largest and most complicated one that I've built on stream, which is pretty cool. What do I got going on for hydrogen here? I'm good enough for a bit.
wonder if anybody has watched. Yeah, because every so often I get, like, I see people going back and watching the, the Helgen series, especially, like, the first couple episodes. I just think about, like, future generations are going to be watching me crashed on this planet of ice, complaining about power, and probably, like, 5 streams ago going, just make some hydrogen generators. And you know what? They're not wrong. They are not wrong. So there's that. All right. So we need to be where the people are. We need to be about here. Is that right? One. Oh, I don't have any stuff left. All right. So, what do I need to build a drill? Drill is at ground level here already, so I think that's right. If I plop that there, yeah, can't get any lower than that. So, we need. Oh, you know what? I always forget that the. Oops. What did I just do? There we go. That the drills have. The large grid drills have they're just got their own little blocks on this on the top, so I don't need all that extra. We just put as many as we want on here, but I don't want there to be too many because then it will be too heavy. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be more than enough. Oh, it's the large steel tubes that are going to get me. I really should actually do, like, this one first. Does this have... Ooh, wait, do they have just connections on them, or do they have cargo access? I think they have cargo access on them, don't they? Yeah, they do. There we go. That means... There we go. Now I can just pull right out of these things. Beautiful. We'll have this thing up and running in no time. Yep, there we go. Nice. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I get all 4? I did. Sometimes it doesn't play the noise, and then I don't know if it got it. There we go. Sometimes when you've got, the build planner has a hard time pulling through subgrids, but if you just keep clicking, it seems like it goes, oh, no, hold on, let me keep checking subgrids, let me go further and further, and eventually it finds it, even though it's like 5, 6, 7 subgrids away. Alright, so we got this crazy looking thing now. Yeah, let's get a, oh, boy. Let me get some sort of a control going here for this thing. Button panel. Oh, I forgot we had inset button panels. What does that look like? Hang on. I just want to know. Inset. Oh, it's a screen with buttons on the side. Oh, heck, I didn't even know that was there. Okay, cool. Cool. It's food for thought for next time. Where is this thing? I'm just going to put it here. Alright, and we're going to do, let's see, we want, well, first off, we need you to have a slightly, actually, no, I think you're, well, okay, let's take the velocity down a little bit. Then for the ones up there, 10 meters per second combined is going to be a little much. Let's share inertia tensor on both of you, but not on the other one. And let's take you down to like 1 meter per second. So 2 meters, I'm sorry, not 1, 0.2 meters per second is going to be how fast this thing moves, and that's probably going to be good. All right, so I need to think about putting these in a group. And of course, I have to name them. Even though they're attached to the ship, they're going to be Triton Base 1, Drill, Zip.
Energy low.
Don't need you. Don't need you. I should probably charge up very soon. Alright, so this one here is going to be... that's not actually doing the thing I want to do. Drill buttons. Alright, button 4. Here we go, this is what I wanted to do. Drills on and off. I also need to group piston 3. This is going to be drill piston vertical, and these two are going to be piston horizontal. Okay. So the first one is drills on and off, and then we want the vertical piston. I want toggle on off, and then we need pistons reverse. Do I need anything else with you? Maybe on off? We'll do on off. Alright. I think I should be able to remember that. So if I turn this on, it should start drilling a little bit. And then if I say that, then it should start pushing out. Is that moving too fast for it or not? That might be moving too fast, actually. So, reverse yourself back for a second. I'm going to see if I can get these pistons to go slightly slower. We'll say 05.
Energy critical.
Yeah, alright, fine. You go do your thing for a second while I go charge up. Okay, how are we doing on ice now? Okay, everything's full of ice. That's good. And we're getting very good ice filling up the ores here, so... Very good. Okay, that's just the first scrape of it, so... Good deal. Let me grab 2 of those. How are the hydrogen engines are full and outputting max, and the hydrogen tanks. Do I not have them in a group yet? I don't have them in a group. But they are filling. Okay, so we're able to cover everything with this. So that's good. We shouldn't have power issues anymore. And it'll be even better once the batteries are full. So we're good. And basically what we're going to do is have this thing push out to max, drop it down, pull it back, drop it down, push it out. We're just going to keep doing that. And that should give us a decent amount of ice for a bit. Maybe I should have done 3 pistons. This is almost halfway already, but we're just scraping the surface here, so yeah, we'll see. I could always whip up another one. All right. Yes. So this fell in a hole. All right. I think I'm going to grab just a ton of steel and start welding up the surface a little bit here while I do the outro. Because I kind of want to see what this looks like. So, the next stream should be next Monday, I think. That's what I'm going to schedule it for, and I think that's when it's going to happen. It will be Space Engineers. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I haven't decided what's going to happen beyond Space Engineers yet. But we'll figure something out. But for the time being, this is taking a very long time, so I'm totally fine with dedicating more and more streams to it. But thanks, everybody, for hanging out. And, oh, am I welding? I don't want to weld up the heavy defense turret yet. I want to go under it. Oh, this thing has oh, man. Okay, this thing is... You are annoying. Just, both of you are going to go away. I'll remember where you go. I've lost my train of thought now. So, if you did enjoy yourselves, please consider throwing a like on the video, because it does really help with the YouTube algorithm for me. Comments also help significantly. And if you'd like to get notified when I go live, throw a subscribe on there. That's not even the right phrase that the kids use, but consider subscribing, because you will get notifications every time I go live. And I'm going to weld up a couple more blocks, and then I'm going to call it a day. But I feel like we accomplished a lot today. Getting a lot of the top of the ship armored up. Getting that thing going, the mining thing. And I think before I go, I'm going to drop it down a level and have it start coming back. We got the cobalt coming in. Apparently we hit a good angle where we're getting a whole bunch of things, so that's cool. And got the thrusters moved. Completely undid. Finished what I started last time and then completely undid it. So that worked out well. Ish. So I'm going to finish welding this up and then back up and see what this looks like. I'm going to leave that one hanging off the end there. Oh, hit a weapon again. Yeah, it's not bad. Then you'd slap those two cannons on the top. Yeah, it won't be too bad. And then hopefully we can get the miner situated down in the hole here. That'll be good. And then we got to figure out what the back of the ship is going to look like, and do the same thing on the bottom, which is going to be a lot more difficult since it's harder to maneuver. So there's still a lot to go. That's fully extended. So if I did this correctly, let's cut you down a little. Let's go much slower and reverse, and then I think I just hit this button to stop it. Yeah, okay. So we're going to see how far down do we think we can go and still be able to scrape back. I don't want it to get stuck. So I'm going to say probably about there. And then which one? This one was reverse. So now it should pull back. Perfect. Okay. So how much ice have we got? Almost. Well, given what's all in the thing here, we're looking at probably about 500,000, which is looking really good. We barely scratched the surface, literally. And there's a snowstorm coming, which means that we are about to rely entirely on the batteries and the hydrogen engines. So that's great. As long as that's happening, let's turn the refineries back on. Or they're on. Which ones did I turn off? Or did I leave? Oh, I turned them all back on already, didn't I? No, I left those on. Turn that one on. Turn that one on. We'll leave that one off. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. We're in good shape now. We are in good shape now. Still need more gold and silver. That's really the main thing. But everything else is looking like it's in good shape. Actually, how much iron do we have left? 115k? Yeah, we'll figure something out. Alright, cool. So, where's that snowstorm at? Those things like to kind of crop up out of nowhere. You know how weathermen are, they're not always accurate. But either way, we'll hop down in here. We'll actually go ahead and close the sunroof to keep the snow out. Beautiful. Now it should be airtight in here, I hope. Let's see, does it say it's airtight still? Yes, it does. Cool. We don't need to waste that. Cool. All right, then. I think that we're going to call it there. It is... actually, we made it through most of the day. Most of the Triton day, which is cool. All right, folks. Let's see. That's almost done with its scrape there. And we're probably about halfway through, so it's probably going to get us about 1.5-ish million ice. So, not bad. Then we'll grab some stone, too, on the bottom. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll talk to you probably Monday. Thank you very much, and you have a great rest of your week and a good weekend. Talk to you later. Bye.